Hi guys, it's Destiny, and today's video we are going to be discussing the more specific Black African American community and comments that were made about little Gabby Douglas and her hair. First, I'd like to start by congratulating the entire USA gymnastics team. Men and women, you guys did a phenomenal job and you represented the USA well, but more specifically to the women. They took home gold in team all around, and then Gabby Douglas came back and ferociously took gold in individual all around, and that makes her the first African American ever to take home a gold in an all around competition and the fourth American ever to even take home a gold in the all around competition. So congratulations, Gabby. Whoever knows if this video will find you, or maybe someone you know will see it, and I just want to tell you congratulations, and congratulations to the team. Now, on to the topic. So, David and I went to go see Ted yesterday. Hilarious. Like, I'm still laughing at parts of Ted. A lot of you know that I recently got news of a death in the family, and so I'm keeping my mind busy. So if some of you are like, well, wait a minute, we saw that she's going, I just need to keep my mind busy. Thank you for your prayers. We went to see Ted. All of that in one. So we were out seeing the movie, and I guess people already had caught wind of the fact that Gabby had won gold in the individual all-around competition. So David was like, well, did Gabby get another award? And I said, I don't know. I haven't, award medal. I hadn't really looked and seen anything. So we went to the movie, we came back home, and I looked at my feed on Facebook and on Twitter, and like some of my friends were going off. Like, what happened was what was going through my mind, and some of my friends, I saw what those friends were going off about. Apparently, and I didn't even look to see if any other race was doing it. I am talking to Blacks, African Americans, however you identify yourself. Some prefer Black, some prefer African American, so I'm gonna give you both. I'm talking to the Black African American community and how this child was ridiculed for her hair, how she chose to wear her hair. And it's always been like that, though, you know, in the Black community. It's like crabs in a barrel. Like, people can't do well. You know, I'm talking about, for the most part, I and a lot of other people I know don't think like that, but I'm talking about the majority. And the majority, unfortunately, is the one that has such a big voice that this story made it to ESPN, this story made it to CNN, this story made it to so many different news outlets. And so I got to see some of the comments that were being made, and the ones that caught the wind of all of the negativity. And I was like, okay, she's nappy headed. Why didn't she get a perm? Her edges look toe up. It looks like they didn't do nothing but put gel in her hair. This is the kind of stuff that people are saying, okay? Mind you, this young lady is going from matte to matte and going from individual talent to individual talent, and she is snatching wigs. So don't worry about her hair. Don't worry about what her hair looked like, because you know what? She came to win gold. Gabby, how do you want your hair? Don't worry about it. I'm going out there and I'm going to get a gold medal. So I'm not worried about my hair. I'm going and I'm snatching Russian wigs and Chinese wigs and Australian wigs, and I'm taking home the gold. I'm going with a thought and a plan in mind. Now, I can't tell you that that's what she felt, but I felt that for her. Don't worry about that child's hair. What did her hair have to do with anything? But you know what? I don't understand what makes those of you who felt the need to get your good kiki in and have a joke about this young lady's hair. What made you feel like you were any different than Don Imus? I think it was like a couple years ago. See, my perception of time, I think it was a couple years ago when he made the statement about the Rutgers women's basketball team calling them nappy-headed hoes. The only thing you didn't do was call the baby a hoe. Because you sure didn't have a problem calling her a nappy head. And as far as the definition of nappy, I've already made my comments on how I feel about the terms good hair and nappy. I don't have a problem. It's when it's used offensively is when I have a problem with the use of the word nappy. When you're using it to try and tear somebody down. And it's listed as having a nap or be fuzzy. That's what nappy is. So it's usually used in an offensive way. And that's how it was being used here. I'm not here for people saying, no, we were just saying that she was a part of the natural nappy. Don't give it to me because we don't even know if that girl's natural. I don't want to hear it. You guys came out with an ugly agenda to have a good laugh at the expense of a child. That girl is 16 years old. And you out here worried about her hair. Not the fact that she's set records. Not the fact that she's done firsts for the United States and represented our country well. Don't worry about that. Let's just worry about her hair. Have you no shame? Like none? None at all. But you know what? Here's the killing part. Had somebody white said it, and I'm going there, or had somebody, didn't even have to be white, but you know that's what sets black folks off when white folks say it, so I'm just going to go there. Had somebody white called her a nappy head, y'all would be looking for Al Sharpton. Al, we need your services, sir. You and your perm. We need you to go and defend the reputation and the name and all that is American for Gabby Douglas, because people in the white community are calling her a nappy head. Al, please acknowledge my hand, Al. That would have been y'all. Because I'm not going to say me. Because I wasn't sitting back talking about that young lady. Actually, while she was performing, I was crying. So I didn't really notice her hair anyway because it was all misty up in here. Y'all are a trip. You should be ashamed of yourself. You talking about this baby and her hair when the only time, the ones of you that I saw that had a good kiki about it, the only time I see you go to get your hair done is when you go into the club. Because you sure don't get it done to go to work. Y'all are a trip. I mean a class act when it comes to foolery. Why? It's embarrassing to know some of y'all. Yeah, it's that serious. Like, why? Why was it even necessary to say something? She had her hair pulled back. I mean, I guess is it part of it that you think that she doesn't sweat? And that you don't think that because she's in an air-conditioned environment that she doesn't get hot and that her head doesn't sweat and the things that naturally would happen to your hair had you pulled it back in a ponytail? What did you want? But see, you know what? Had she had her hair in braids, then she was too ethnic. Had she had her hair gelled up in a finger wave, then she was ghetto. Had she had a weave, then she was out there trying to look cute when you should be focused on your craft. She can't win for losing. She cannot win for losing. Leave it to some of y'all at least. It's despicable. I am offended for her. This child, 16 years old, lives in the era of social media, I'm sure immediately went to see what's my country saying about my win. I'm so excited. She's a nappy head. Her hair was jacked up. Why ain't somebody take her to get her hair done? Gold medal? Do you think I'm a nappy head? And that's all she needs to have to say about it. Check my record. I did what several have tried to do and came short of doing, and I did it at 16. It's embarrassing to know some of y'all. You owe her an apology, and I don't know how you're supposed to give it to her, but you owe her one. Because it's like, instead of basking in the fact that she became the first African American to win the individual all-around competition, people seem to be more focused on her hair. It wasn't up to their standards. So, yeah. All of this is for you ignoramuses out there who barely take care of your own head, let alone stand the chance to have a right to talk about somebody else's. And even if you did take care of your hair, it's not even about that. It's like, why did you think that that was something that needed to be said? That she was a nappy head? Man, I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm offended. I am offended. You owe her an apology. You owe to go on your Facebook and acknowledge. Don't just go delete what you said. Acknowledge that you said something offensive and apologize. Every trending topic and everything ain't worthy of a kiki on somebody else's expense. It's not. You're rude. You're very rude. And I mean for this to be nothing more than, yeah, what it is. Calling people out. It's not an angry video, but I'm angry. I am livid. I was like, David, they talking about her hair. He was like, oh, God forbid you look at her talent. Like, God forbid that you actually just pay attention to what she was there to do. But as I said, Gabby came out there and she was snatching wigs, honey. She was out there and she said, I am out here for the gold. If you are in my way, you got to go. China, move. Japan, move. Liberia, move. Nigeria, move. Australia, gotta go. Russia, I hate to see you cry like that, baby. Oh, it hurt my heart when that child just broke down like that. I mean, but you did get the silver. And why you didn't shake her hand, I don't know. But I'm not here for that. That's not what I'm here to talk about. But that was shady. That was shady. It made you look as child. Now, I know you're a child, but it made you look very childish, made you look immature and like you had no training, that you didn't shake Gabby's hand when you were on the podium. Like you gonna see this. But if it makes it to Russia, grow up. But Russia, you got to go too. Snatching wigs. And you know what? Maybe she didn't get her hair done because she knew after she was all said and done, she'd have all these wigs in front of her. She can pick one of those to put on when it came down to how her hair should have looked in the competition. So, yeah. I want to know, how do you guys feel about people calling her a nappy head, talking about her hair, talking about things that didn't even have any relevance? Not to mention that there is a newsreel that was shown many a time on the financial strain and struggle that her family has gone to get her to where she is. Not to mention that was out there. I mean, I guess y'all didn't see that. Y'all were too busy getting your snaps ready on how you were going to talk about this baby's head. But your baby's head, okay. So let's talk about it. In the comments, one of the comments, pick Facebook or YouTube. I appreciate those of you that watched the last video and commented on YouTube. It was so much easier. But if you comment on Facebook, it's fine. Send me your requests. And yeah, but I want to talk about this right here. This video right here. Let's talk about it. So I love you. I'll talk to you later. I love you even in your ignorance. But I love you. So yeah, let's talk about little Miss Gabby, Gold Gabby, the flying squirrel, and her gold medal. Woo! Go Gabby. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.